Keep that change, you filthy animal.
God damn, Macaulay, you're an icon. Merry Christmas. Unfortunately, you missed all the Christmas activities. That's your fault, not mine. However, you have caught me in the middle of one last holiday tradition. My rewatch of the cult classic, Home Alone. Not as good as its sequel, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, but it's still pretty up there. Which got me thinking. The first two were so good, why didn't they make any more? It all ended after Home Alone 2. Right? Right? No! Boom! Home Alone 3, bitch! I'm not calling you bitch directly. I'm sorry if this sounded directed towards you. 5 years after the masterpiece, that is, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, 20th Century Fox decided to fart out this movie with no Macaulay Culkin and not even Chris Columbus, who directed the first two. Now the question is, have I seen this one? Fuck no! But they didn't stop there. They actually made a few more. In 2002, they made Home Alone 4, which apparently has Kevin McAllister again, played by not Macaulay Culkin. No. Stop. No. Now you see, for the first two they knew what they were doing. They had the iconic face. And the third one came out and they kind of went away from the face. See the poster? No face. No iconic face. That shit's boring. Then the fourth one, they brought back the face. They realized their mistake. But you see, the problem here is, like I said before, that's not Macaulay. But then they made a fifth one. And oh boy. Home Alone, the holiday heist, is perfect. It's beautiful. Masterpiece, even. Now it'd be a good time to mention, I've never seen a Home Alone movie without Macaulay Culkin in it. Why would I? No, Macaulay, not getting my money, as I always say. However, Disney acquired 20th Century Fox, as we all know, and they decided to throw their hat in the ring with 2021's Disney Plus exclusive, Home Sweet Home Alone. If all the other sequels after Home Alone 2 were just farts, this one is full-blown diarrhea. We're in for a wild ride, everyone. Time to watch Home Sweet Home Alone.
Like home for the holidays, 'cause no matter how far.
The film opens up on an open house where we meet Pam and Jeff McKenzie, played by Ella Kemper and Rob Delaney. They're struggling financially due to Pam not getting paid much at her job and Jeff just losing his job and not being able to find another. So, they're selling their house.
The schools here are amazing. Correct, Jeff?
Especially since they put in new metal detectors.
Oh.
Okay.
Jeff, what are you doing?
Isn't that like a good thing? I mean, that's extra security. Wouldn't you be happy that the school is extra security? Then we meet our main character, Max, played by Archie Yates. He's our Kevin in this movie, a young, bratty, 10-year-old British boy. Wow, what a perfect protagonist. He's in the car with his mom, but he has to, piss really bad. So his mom sees a sign for Jeff and Pam's open house and decides to stop by there to let her son take a leak. No gas station nearby? Max runs into Jeff, obviously he's in his house, while Jeff is looking for water in the closet when he takes out a box of porcelain dolls.
They're very delicate, so why don't we just leave them right there?
Oh, little boy doesn't want to share his dolly.
Excuse me?
Ah, I get it. You're one of those guys.
Please tell me this is like a reverse Home Alone situation where the kid breaks into their house and they set the traps for the kid. I'd watch that.
No McDonald's for you on the way home.
What? Mum, you can't promise a kid McDonald's and not deliver.
Ooh, what a McShame.
We then get to see Max's family, where he feels ignored, or overwhelmed, or whatever. So he decides to go hide in his mom's BMW, where he can automatically turn on a tablet to Looney Tunes. Oh, I got nothing. Jeff and Pam talk more about their financial woes and how Pam needs Jeff to get on board with selling the house, as it's their only option now, especially with Jeff not being able to find a job.
Yeah, but I crushed my interview with IBM.
Crushed it. Crushed it. But that was 3 months ago.
Later that night, Jeff's brother arrives for Christmas, but more importantly, Jeff jumpstarts the plot by finding out how much his ugly-looking doll is worth, and so he goes to look for it until he realizes it's gone, coming to the conclusion that Max stole it. So the next morning, he goes to their house to try to get it back. Max's family leaves, telling Jeff that Max probably got on the early flight with his mom, which they're going to Tokyo for Christmas, by the way. So Jeff doesn't want to break into their house, so he heads to his, bell ringing concert. Sure. Okay. And so Jeff tells Pam all about the doll.
It's okay, Martha.
Don't blame her. That's you.
Sorry.
Shame on you. This is my life choice.
Even though he only has like 30 seconds of screen time at most, Jim Rash is probably the best part of this movie. Honestly, this movie has some good jokes sprinkled throughout. The jokes and dialogue in general are not something I find to be an issue for this movie, like, at all. But of course, I wouldn't call this movie diarrhea without having some issues with it, which I'll get to later. Max wakes up to his family being gone, and then does the whole montage of him being home alone and doing fun stuff. You know how it goes. Jeff talks to Pam about wanting to steal the doll back.
You know how to clear your search history?
Yeah. I mean, well, I'm sure I could figure it out.
You had a job interview with IBM, but you don't know how to delete your own search history? No wonder you didn't get that job, man.
Oh, this is garbage. I don't know why they're always trying to remake the classics. Never as good as the originals.
They're self-aware, which makes it funny. Pam then finally agrees to go steal the doll back, which leads to some silly hijinks. I do really like these two characters. I find them very enjoyable, and I think Rob Delaney and Ellie Kemper have some decent chemistry together. So they get the cops called on them. Obviously, they were breaking in. And turns out Buzz McAllister is now a police officer, which is pretty cool. Pam convinces Buzz that the house is theirs, and when Max sees that they're not getting arrested, he thinks he can't trust the police, believing they'll arrest his mom and they find out that she left him home alone. I also find it very funny that when Buzz gets told that a child got left home alone, he thinks it's a prank, because apparently Kevin, who owns a security company now, pranks him every Christmas.
Nice try, trout sniffer.
The next day, Jeff and Pam go to church, where they find out they have an offer for their house, which gives them less time to get the doll back. So they end up going back and trying again, this time going in from the back instead. But turns out, they snuck into the wrong house, and then they fall into a very, very cold pool. They then decide they're going to try again even later in the night, but Max overhears this, and that leads to him setting up booby traps. Oh, here we go. The best part of any Home Alone movie. The traps. When people tell you this is the worst Home Alone movie, this is the part they're talking about. Jeff and Pam are turned into the antagonists for the third act, which is a dumb choice and just ruins all the slapstick. When Harry and Marv would get hurt in the originals, it was funny, because they were bad people. I mean, they even threatened and tried to kill Kevin on several different occasions, even pulling a gun on him. They deserved it. When Jeff and Pam get hurt, I don't find it funny. I just feel bad.
Why is he doing this to us, Pam?
Not to mention, when the original two did slapstick, it felt a little more cartoony. I don't know if it's just me, but in this one, the slapstick feels a little more real. The only cartoony thing about the whole third act is the fact they're even still alive. And the traps are just also lame. How the hell do you not realize you have a VR headset on your face? Like, what? How did you know that one of them was going to grab that exact rail on the stairs? I mean, there are only really like 3 or 4 actual traps here. The rest of the time it's either Max throwing shit at them or shooting shit at them. This entire act is just horrible. The first 2 acts were decent and at least an okay watch, but the third and final act is just unbearable. I don't want to see this. I'm not having fun watching this. This isn't funny. They just want their doll back. Give them their doll back.
Kid, we just want our doll back.
Finally, someone said it. Which it turns out, Max didn't even steal the doll. They all apologize, and Jeff and Pam find out Max is home alone, so they take him back to their house until his mother gets back. They find the doll. Turns out Jeff's nephew had it, and he throws it up in the air, leading to Max catching the doll and saving the day. Jeff and Pam are able to sell the doll and keep their house, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. Time to compare it to the original. In the original Home Alone, we don't really see much of Harry and Marv on their own without Kevin in the scene with them. The only time we really do see them on their own is usually when they're planning their schemes. The majority of the movie, heck, movies, both of them, we spend following Kevin and what he's doing. He's the main character through and through. which allows us to see him at first be excited to be home alone, but gradually over time he misses his family more and more. We don't get that with this movie. Max is arguably not the main character in this. Jeff and Pam are, which takes away from us being able to see Max grow. He tells us he misses his parents, but we never see anything to really prove that. In the original, we don't get told that. Kevin sees a family, all together, having a Christmas dinner, and he shows on his face how much he misses his family. No words spoken. One of the best scenes in literally any movie, in my opinion, is when Kevin wakes up on Christmas morning after wishing for his family back, and then his mom is there, and they embrace in a hug, and his mom just apologizes for leaving him. We kinda get that with Max, but frankly, I feel no emotion when he and his mom reunite, because I barely spent any time with this kid, and when I did spend time with him, he was kind of a dick. Max not being the main focus of the movie, when he is the child that is being left home alone, is absolutely criminal. But not as criminal as the idea to make the quote-unquote antagonists a middle-class, ordinary married couple who are struggling financially and just trying to get a doll back so they can keep their house. We follow Jeff and Pam through like the whole movie. They are like the other main characters, probably even more main than Max. And then they get turned into antagonists in the third act, and it's just not fun to watch. The movie isn't awful. I mean, it's not good, but it's at least passable for most of the movie. But there's nothing in here where I can just point at it and say, that was memorable. I liked that. There's none of that in here. The first two acts are just mid, and then you get to the third act, and like I said before, the whole movie basically crumbles in onto itself. There's no way around it. This movie is just plain, unseasoned, bad. So that was our little Christmas celebration. I hope you enjoyed. And hope you all had a very Merry Christmas, or a Happy Holiday. And of course, Happy New Year's, everyone. Although I do kind of wish you were here on Christmas, because we did some crazy shit. Like the craziest shit ever. I ain't even told you. So basically, Roy did... Ho ho ho! Merry late Christmas! Sorry for the late special, guys, but if you like this video, be sure to check out more by clicking one of the cards on screen. I got a Halloween special about a horrible Halloween movie, and another on the worst animated movie of all time. Anyways, I'm gonna go play with my Christmas gifts now. I got a toy train that I named Choo Choo. See you guys next year.